when the Inspector General of Police launched Human Rights Book in Abuja in collaboration with DFID, Clean Foundation, Embassy of Switzerland, and Justice for All programs.
One of the main issues we'll be discussing is the issue of mopping up of arms, zero tolerance for thugs and thuggery, and many other issues that are important in having a safe conduct of 2015 elections.
The books, according to Inspector General of Police, is also to help police design strategies that need to maintain a delicate balance of law enforcement and respect of people's rights.
Publication is mainly will continue to ensure that the men exercise their powers within the limits of the provisions of the law. Excessive use of powers must be curtailed.
Inspector General of Police has launched the Nigerian Police Force Human Rights Practice Manual and Human Rights Desk Officers Manual of Guidance for implementation across the Federation. The human rights books will form part of books to be used in police training colleges, and every police officer must have a copy to institutionalize the rule of law in the police operations. In Abuja, Bonaventure Mudu, NTA News.
Setting aside personal interest for the greater good and establishing mutual relations that are based entirely on justice have been advocated as the panacea for achieving peace in the world. Deputy Chief Imam, National Mosque, Abuja, Sheikh Ahmed Onilewura, suggested this while delivering a lecture at the first international lecture organized by Kalimatul Shahada Islamic Foundation at the National Mosque. Abdullahi Musa Suleja reports.
This is a defined attempt to proffer solutions. The theme for the lecture is World Crisis and the Pathway to Peace. The Deputy Chief Imam said individuals and nations need to apply the principle of justice and fair dealings to avoid crisis, a sure pathway to peace. Sheikh Onilewura said Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said nobody or group is superior to other based on ethnicity and complexion.
Peace and justice are inseparable. No one can even claim that in any society, country, even the entire world, that there can be disorder or lack of peace where justice and fair dealings exist.
It's high time we did something. And we can only start through dialogue like this lecture.
In Abuja, Abdullahi Musa Suleja, NTA News.
If you're just joining us, this is NTA News Extra. Up ahead, federal government to step up funding to anti-corruption and justice sector. The details shortly. Join us again.
Transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
Change is never easy. It was not easy for Dr. Martin Luther King when Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew transformed Singapore from third world to first world. It was not easy. They stoned him. It was not easy for Nelson Mandela.
I, Barack Hussein Obama.
It was not easy for Barack Obama. Nothing worthwhile ever is. Dr. Martin Luther King did it. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew did it. Nelson Mandela did it. Barack Obama did it. Goodluck Jonathan is doing it. He is transforming Nigeria. Mr. President, keep doing it. We who are with you are so many more than those who are against you. A message from protectors of Nigerian posterity.
Happy birthday, dear Professor.
My former students.
Happy birthday to you.
Surprise someone this season and make sure to text 11 to 400 to get a surprise from MTN. MTN, everywhere you go.
Would you ever buy half a dress? Is buying half a car a good deal? Would you settle for less than 100%? So why compromise on your fruit juice? Presenting Chivita 100% real, natural fruit juice with no preservatives and no added sugar, with a rich texture and real taste of fruits. Chivita 100% natural fruit juice for you and your family. Chivita 100% real fruit juice, available in orange, pineapple, apple, orange pineapple, and orange mango.
House of Cheese.
Johnny S5.5, the slimmest in the world. Johnny, to be needed, to be loved. Johnny M2, 28 days standby time. Johnny, to be needed, to be loved.
Sheyi Makinde, stimulating attitudinal changes and initiating radical thinking. Sheyi Makinde, the man of his words, an achiever per excellence, imbibing public confidence and enlist mass participation in governance. Sheyi Makinde, a philanthropist, driving a collective vision of a people of your state in a unique way. Sheyi Makinde, a man of the people and a silent achiever. Sheyi Makinde can be trusted to do more.
We will change the future of our state for the better.
Sheyi Makinde, the man for change.
Fly safe, fly Asman. Yes, we are. Asman Air is a brand new airline with a reputable passenger safety and care. Flies smooth domestic and charter services to all places of our customers' choice throughout the world. Asman Air has been an excellent luxurious business class cabin in all our flights. Asman Air covers Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Yola, Sokoto, Benin, Kebbi, and many more. In Asman, airtime is our consciousness. We took off on time and learned in time. Fly Asman Air 10 times and get a free ticket. Contact us at Asman Air Customer Care at Hamdallah Hotel, Kaduna, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja, MM2 Lagos, and Asman Air Head Office, number 1 Zaria Road, Kano, GSM 081-1397-6308. Our website is www.airasman.com. You can send us email on info@airasman.com. Asman Air, we make flying affordable.
100% efficiency.
Many people, different tribes, different tongues.
100% productivity. 100% Nigerian. At Kakatar, we have set the record for being the first indigenous company to build a major bridge in Abuja using wholly Nigerian engineers. This bridge connects two highlands over a deep gulf. This is the dream of our founding fathers. Kakatar.
Thank you for being there. Towards a successful 2015 general elections, stakeholders in the electoral process have been enjoined to intensify civic education as a way of sensitizing the electorate on their role before, during and after the elections. Former President of Mozambique and Chairman Forum of Former African Heads of State and Government, Joaquim Alberto Chissano, gave the advice in an exclusive interview with the Nigerian Television Authority on leadership and development in Africa. Dauda Muhammad reports.
75-year-old Joachim Alberto Chisano, who is in Niger State to deliver the lead paper at the 4th Muaz Babangida Aliyu International Literary Colloquium, ruled the Southeastern African Republic of Mozambique for 8 years before voluntarily deciding not to contest, despite being permitted to do so by the constitution, said he is not surprised that Nigeria has taken the lead position as the biggest economy in Africa.
Enough time to pursue a very thorough civic education. First, to have people behave correctly so that there's no violence. Second, to have the most people, registered people, to go to vote.
The former Mozambican president and chairperson, Forum of Former African Heads of State and Government, said the wealth of Nigeria is not in oil as envisaged, but in the agricultural potential and human resource. Joachim Chisano also called on politicians to accept the outcome of elections when the results have been announced. The former president of Mozambique also visited former Nigerian military president General Ibrahim Babangida at his residence. Joachim Chisano, while wishing General Babangida a speedy recovery, commended the contribution of past Nigerian leaders to the development of the country. This is the fourth state the former Mozambican leader is visiting in Nigeria after Abuja, Lagos and Ogun states. In Mina, Dauda Mohammed, NTA News.
The Nigerian government says it will step up its funding and support to the anti-corruption and justice sectors as a way of ensuring good governance. Minister of National Planning, Dr. Abubakar Suleiman, said this in a message to the joint meeting of chief executives of some European Union-funded projects in Nigeria. Femi Okewu reports.
Support to anti-corruption, justice sector reform, and drug-related organized crime are three projects funded by the European Union and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Nigeria. While the projects have been running for 2 years now, the EU says that the counterpart support and funding by Nigeria has not been strong.
Progress has been quite slow, but it is linked to budgetary allocations. Governance, the fight against drugs, the fight against corruption are key to the new Nigeria.
A policy dialogue forum between the EU and the chief executives of the government bodies involved in these three projects was therefore held in Abuja, coordinated by the National Planning Commission. One of the high points of the meeting was the call for a concerted effort to increase the level of internal funding allocated to institutions with a mandate to fight corruption and ensure accessible justice to all Nigerians. A position which the Minister of National Planning said government was already committed to.
The federal government of Nigeria recognizes the need for an improved good governance and better coordination of the entire justice sector.
The outcome of the meeting of the chief executives would feed into the Nigerian-EU political dialogue on corruption, drug and crime, and justice sector reform. In Abuja, Femi Okeowo, NTA News.
Emerging regulatory and legal issues in the areas of cybersecurity, electronic waste infrastructure are key issues on the front burner of a 2-day workshop in Calabar on legal issues in the telecommunications industry for judges across the country. Correspondent Tessie Ojie was there and now reports.
The workshop held in Calabar is organized by the Nigerian Communication Commission in partnership with the National Judicial Institute with the aim of updating judicial officers on developments in the telecommunication industry, as well as create an avenue for participants to brainstorm on topical issues relating to the sector which have potential legal consequences. With the theme Contemporary Issues in the Telecommunication, What Role for the Judiciary?, the Chief Judge of the Federation and Chairman Board of Governors National Judicial Institute, Justice Aloma Mariam Mukhtar, represented by Justice Okoipi Tam, said collaboration between the Nigerian Communication Commission and the National Judicial Institute creates a bundle of frontiers that keeps judicial officers abreast of continuous innovation in the telecom sector.
That it will enhance the ability of the Nigerian judges to properly understand the cases as required to the occasion and strengthen the capacity of our judiciary to respond adequately to the emerging challenges and entrench the best practices.
The partnership of the judiciary to make sure that the industry continues to move forward.
The workshop, which drew judges from various courts in the Federation, featured panel discussions, lectures, and questions and answer sessions. In Calabar, Tessie Oje, NTA News.
Turning to political matters now, President Goodluck Jonathan's declaration speech to contest the 2015 presidential election is described as having a clear-cut manifesto for Nigeria and Nigerians. Analysts on NTA program Good Morning Nigeria say the declaration speech remains the best and most focused so far. Timothy Yusuf reports.
For the teeming supporters of the ruling People's Democratic Party, the PDP, yesterday was historic because it climaxed the many months of suspense on whether or not President Goodluck Jonathan would heed calls from various interest groups and party supporters to contest the 2015 presidential election. Before a mammoth crowd at the Eagle Square in Abuja, the president formally made his intentions known. Analysts on Good Morning Nigeria say President Goodluck Jonathan has kept faith with the Nigerian project.
There is quite a lot to talk about. We've got a revamping economy, we've got a growing economy, we've got infrastructural development across several sectors that is coming. We've got a lot of strong choices, a lot of investment.
As far as I can see, he's given all of the time, all of the financial resources, all of the emotional and economic requirements to the armed forces for them to do their jobs.
It is very difficult to achieve in a rancorous environment. We have never had this kind of situation before, but we've had something close to it in the Second Republic when we had the Metesine situation. That situation continued up to when General Buhari took over, but it was quelled by the military. It was not of this enormity.
They called on Nigerians to team up with government in the fight against insurgency. In Abuja, Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
In the meantime, the National Council of Women's Societies has commended President Goodluck Jonathan for honoring the nationwide call on him to run for a second term in order to consolidate on his transformation agenda. This was contained in a press statement signed by the president of the association, Nkechi Okemini Mba, in Abuja. The statement further urged the president not to relent in his efforts aimed at finding lasting solutions to the security challenges in the country. More than 70% of Nigerians in the United Kingdom have turned out en masse to endorse the re-election of President Goodluck Jonathan for the 2015 general elections. From London, correspondent Hawa Yusuf Funtua reports that the event was organized by Pan-African Voice to coincide with the declaration of the president to lead the country for a second term.
It is a safe assumption to make that the re-election of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan as Nigerian president for the second term will be talked about for years to come, and November 11, 2014 will be referred to as a momentous period when the nation came together and collectively decided to stick for his re-election.
The Pan-Nigerian Voice is saying this is the man that the future of Nigeria depends. We have seen a lot of characters come and go, but where has that left Nigeria?
Do not expect a president that has been in post for 4 years to actually satisfy everyone. Nigeria is the largest country in the whole African continent. The population, we are the highest. And you can see where we are today. It is because of President Jonathan's perseverance, the need for him to carry all of us along. He cannot do this job by himself.
The Pan-African Voice, who organized the event, explained that the rationale behind their support for the re-election of President Jonathan is because of his humility, commitment to keep the country together in spite of economic difficulties and the alien insurgency of the group Boko Haram.
And I'm here to fully endorse our brother, our friend, a man of the people, and the man who has the interest of the country at heart, Dr. Ebele Jonathan, as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that he should go back into the office and continue his work. Now, for two main reasons. One, first, he's a very courageous man, and the other, he has a very humane heart.
People go to prison for saying what is right in those previous administration, but it's different now. You can say anything, you can express yourself, whether it is for the government or it's against the government. To me, it's inconsequential, it's insignificant. But for the fact that you can express yourself without having to go to prison, to me, it's a transformation on its own.
Some of them speak on the assessment of the Jonathan's transformation agenda.
So what we want all the citizens of Nigeria to do today is to empower him, follow him, for him to consolidate the progress has made, not to bring in a new person who has no clue.
Nigeria today is being respected. Well, I live in the United Kingdom, and I know the way the people I work with now talk about Nigeria.
Meanwhile, Nigerian youth and the Nigerian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Dr. Dalhatu Seriki Tafida, are calling on Nigerians to support the president by voting massively for him in the 2015 general elections. Bilkisu Abdurazak Odoye has the details.
They have each come from Nigeria to study for postgraduate studies at the master's and doctorate levels on individual, state or federal government sponsorship. These youths, determined to make a difference, say President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, in spite of challenges, has done better than most.
It's his first tenure. He has actually done that a lot. I think about 9 universities, new universities have been created. And also the roads, the Shopee fund from the fuel subsidy that was initiated.
On the youth, both from the UWIN and other program. Yes, I was very busy with NYS. I didn't take part in the UWIN. I know that some of the people that took part, I know them. They won, and they're really doing wonderfully well.
The routes from Lokoja, from Lagos to Lokoja, from Abuja to Kaduna, everything has changed. And the education sector, new universities keep coming up. A lot of changes has happened.
Even able to diversify into agriculture. The railway system is back. University education is going up. And, you know, Nigeria, everybody is happy with Nigeria.
Nigeria's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Dr. Dalhatu Seriki Tafida, says he's proud of the youths who are exhibiting pride in their country.
Well, they are proud of Nigeria for the ways on development in the area of in their recent stride in the conquest of Ebola virus in Nigeria.
From Bedfordshire, London, Bilkisu Abdurazak Oduoye, NTA News.
Back home in Nigeria, 14 governorship aspirants of the People's Democratic Party in Delta State have protested to the party leader in the South-South, Chief Edwin Clark, saying they are not satisfied with the processes in selecting a standard bearer for the party in the 2015 governorship elections. Correspondent Abdul Malik Adio reports.
Intervention in the matter. One of the candidates, Esther Oduhi, read the communique alleging the state government is taking sides in the process and called on the party's National Working Committee to intervene in the matter.
Call on the National Working Committee of our party to act decisively in order to avert serious electoral crisis.
The elder statesman did not respond. The governorship aspirant also congratulated President Goodluck Jonathan for a successful declaration of his intention to seek re-election for the second term. In Abuja, Abdul Malik Adio, NTA News.
Nigeria's political space is becoming more dynamic, with various support groups coming to canvass support for their candidates. So it is with a group which identifies itself as Buhari Friends Organization. The group has urged the leadership of the APC to endorse General Muhammadu Buhari as its consensus candidate. Salihu Abdullahi has the details.
The group says APC's presidential fortune in the run-up to the 2015 presidential election will be bolstered by the consensus candidature of General Buhari. National coordinator of the organization, Saint Okon, argues that unity is an essential ingredient of success, and a Buhari consensus and united support is a stage in the realization of APC's presidential dream.
We are saying to save costs, energy, and time, which should have been used and galvanized for a major campaign project come 2015 proper. So I think it makes sense for the stakeholders of the APC to come together, not to dissipate all this effort and energy, and now put their resources, put their money where they will get results.
We are going to support Buhari with everything we have, in prayer, moral, connection, and any other way.
Enough, whether Christians or Muslims or non-believers, to the effect that you can only but govern and run this country with the highest sense of responsibility, and of course, men or women that the world, the country, and our various constituency will respect.
The group welcomes Governor Rotimi Amechi's membership of the progressive movement, saying it's a good development to Nigeria's politics. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole says no government in the world has the resources to attain all the development it needs, but with creativity, diligence, and judicious management of the little resources, a lot could be achieved. The governor stressed this at the 6th anniversary celebration in Benin, the state capital. The ceremony, which had top All Progressive Congress chieftains in attendance, focused on bringing changes to the state and the federation. Governor Oshiomhole says his scorecard includes good governance, good classrooms, and roads which were not there before.
Have expanded the airport road to 6 lane. Is it not correct? Yes. Akpakpaba road, 6 lane, not correct? Yes. Because of our commitment to politics without bitterness, we built roads to the villages of PDP leaders.
Correspondent Edino Justice, who monitored in Abuja, reports that former head of state General Muhammadu Buhari and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar urged the electorates to vote for APC for true transformation.
Sustain the change, let us sustain the momentum, and let us make sure that APC is brought back to power in Edo State and the whole of Nigeria.
Still talking politics, Lagos State Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola has charged Nigerian youth to see themselves as agents of the change needed to achieve the desired new Nigeria. The governor said this while addressing thousands of Nigerian youth at the All Progressive Congress Youth Summit in Lagos. Correspondent Kehinde Olale has the details.
The governor noted that a safe and secure Nigeria, rapid economic development, improved power supply, and a more efficient road, air, and sea transportation should be part of the elements topping the priority list in achieving a new Nigeria.
New Nigeria will profit enormously from the energetic, adventurous, and can-do spirit of your generation, with the guidance and experience of my generation and some of those ahead of me.
Other speakers at the event noted that it is time for action rather than lay blames at the feet of others.
We can't turn back. We can't leave any of our brothers in the streets behind. We must go door to door and announce the ushering of a new Nigeria.
We young Nigerians decide the basis upon which we will engage leadership and politics. It must be about the issues that matter to us.
The summit was targeted at sensitizing Nigerian youth on the need to actively participate in the journey to a new Nigeria. In Lagos, Kehinde Olale, NTA News.
Still to come, the Nigerian economy beyond its ranking as Africa's largest. Stay with News Extra.
Want to divide Nigeria, to take us back to another time. But the future belongs to you, and the better future is the one we are building together. Together we have built the largest economy in Africa. And now we must lift up every Nigerian child, strengthen education in every corner of the country, keep building the infrastructure of a modern society, the roads that bring commerce, the energy and water and prosperity to lift up every family. So, to those that want to divide Nigeria, we say the future is hard work, but we are building it together. We can't go back. The future belongs to us. Good luck, Jonathan. One Nigeria, moving forward together.
50,000 naira! Free money, free money, free money! This is no news. They said they're giving away free money, Free money! Free money? That's mommy! Madam, who's giving out free money? It's a Cherry Noodles Naira Hot promo. When you buy a carton of Cherry Noodles, you may see one or even 2 packs with an amount written on the seasoning sachet. Go to the nearest Cherry Noodles retail shop and collect your cash instantly. Hurry! It's the Cherry Noodles Naira Hot promo. Cherry Noodles, love at first taste.
Africa. Some see it as a land of challenges. We see it as a land of endless opportunities, where success comes from hard work and determination, and having a strong partner. Boxer, engineered to be stronger, engineered to last longer, because to make it in Africa, you need to be stronger for longer. Boxer, made stronger to last longer.
Wow, what a great beach. Look, other kids have also discovered it. Who owns this place? A Capri check. Put a straw in and let the tasty Capri Sun decide. And now the beach belongs to everyone. My kids are explorers. They love Capri Sun. Capri Sun provides them great taste, lots of energy and fun. Now, new exciting tropical flavor is also available for even more fun. Capri Sun, naturally fun. House of Chi.
Auntie.
Hello, my dear. I see you went shopping with your mom, right? And what did you buy?
Power oil. It has 0 cholesterol and 0 trans fats, and contains vitamin A and natural vitamin E. It's a healthy oil for healthy family.
I'll buy power oil next time I go shopping, huh?
Power oil, healthy for you.
Johnny S5.5, the slimmest in the world. Johnny, to be needed, to be loved.
I need a great deal, the best price I can get. That's why I shop on Jumia.
Quality you can trust. You can count on us.
Show 3-in-1 blender for only 1,950 naira at jumia.com.ng. Jumia, the online shop you can trust.
Welcome back. Now let's join Abdullahi Muhammad for business news.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on Business News. My name is Abdullahi Muhammad. Trade fairs have continued to provide the platform for manufacturers, middlemen and consumers to interact with the aim of exchanging goods and services for the overall benefit of business and by extension, the economy. Trade discount remains one of the reasons why consumers look forward to trade fairs. However, commerce and industry analysts say that there is a need for stakeholders to adopt a new approach in order to ensure that the economic benefit of trade fairs are realized.
Because people now tend towards
convenience shopping than locational shopping, then you need to key into that convenience shopping so that they don't need to necessarily go to a faraway location to source for those products. And I think those are the reasons why we're not getting maximum mileage from the trade fairs currently taking place in the country.
But realizing the pros of trade fairs, some observers say involves the provision of basic infrastructure, a removal of trade barriers.
We will dismantle in the next few days now, and before you know it, that is a waste.
And now to the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, where transactions today finished positive. Transactions on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange today closed with investors buying about 299.91 million shares valued at 7.59 billion naira in 6,120 deals. Market capitalization closed 11.25 trillion, leaving the oil share index at 33,967.48 points. New Gold topped the gainers. It added 19 naira to the value of its shares, while Seplat led the losers. And that's business news tonight. Thanks for being part of it. News Extra continues shortly.
Thank you, Abdullahi. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Desiani Alison Madweke, says the groundbreaking ceremony of the Gas Revolution Industrial Park, earlier billed for Friday, November the 14th, at the GRIP project site Warri, Southwest Local Government Area of Delta State, has been rescheduled. She said this follows consultations with Governor Emmanuel Udwaga of Delta State due to unresolved community issues. This is contained in a statement by the ministry's permanent secretary, Jamila Shuara. While expressing regret for the inconveniences the postponement may pose to various stakeholders, the minister assured that the Gas Revolution Park project is still on course and that a new date would be communicated to investors and the general public as soon as possible. In a bid to fulfill the mandate of extending telecommunication services to unserved and underserved communities in Nigeria, the federal government has launched a base transceiver station at Igbo Olodumare in Ondo State. The Minister of Communications Technology, Mrs. Omobola Johnson, who was at the occasion, reiterated government's determination not to lose focus on an estimated 40 million Nigerians that still lack access to ICT services. Olu Bukola Aduo has the details.
The federal government of Nigeria established the Universal Service Provision Fund to promote availability and usage of network services by encouraging the installation of network facilities and provision of network services to unserved and underserved areas. It is on this premise that the USPF initiated the deployment of ICT infrastructure and services to the people of Igbo Olodumare, a rural community in Ile-Olujoke, Igbo local government area of Ondo State. The Minister of Communications Technology, Mrs. Omobola Johnson, said through this initiative, 111 communities with an estimated population of 665 people now have access to telephone services in the Southwest. She urged the people to protect the telecommunications installations against vandalism.
So what we've done today is to commission a base station for this community of about 650,000 people, and what it means that for the first time, they're actually getting access to information and communication technologies.
People of the community were full of appreciation to the federal government for the gesture.
I mean, we've been lacking telecom services for a very long time, and this is a step in the right direction.
The telecommunications that being brought to this place go a long way in the life of the people of Igbo Olodumare.
The base transceiver station deployed across Southwest region is made possible by Odoatel through subsidy provided by the Universal Service Provision Fund. In Akure, Olubukola Aduwo, NTA News.
As part of its corporate social responsibility, Etisalat Nigeria has awarded over 1,000 university degree scholarships under the Etisalat Merit Award Scheme in order to empower Nigerian youth to obtain qualitative education. Ifoma Omesa reports that 60 students were specially rewarded for their outstanding academic performance.
Speaking
at the Etisalat Merit Awards, held regional sales, South-South Etisalat, Nigeria, Mr. Enekwachi Aja said the Merit Award scheme focuses on tertiary education, rewarding and encouraging excellent academic performance, adding that Etisalat Nigeria is committed to sustainable development of the country, which is why it has as its core corporate and social responsibility intervention platform.
Education is one of the rudiments